Hi. I don't know what to say other than I'm so sorry I'm late. Let's do the intro because I usually smoke during that. And then we'll get into a Foodie Beauty recap. Will somebody let me know if she's live?
Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flights, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flights, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning, everybody. I am so effing sorry. So what happened was, okay, what happened was I woke up this morning and I'm like, let's snipe today. Let's snipe. I'll just change it in the title. That'll be my sign to everybody that if Foodie goes live, we're going to go live. But then I forgot I also set a time. So I feel so bad that everybody was in the chat. And then once I saw everybody here, I'm like, well, we may as well go live. And there's enough to talk about on Twitter. Okay. She was eating, her neighbors have been feeding her. I don't know. I think that's a quick recap, but we're going to go to Twitter. Okay. Hello, Erin. Good morning. Beth, congratulations. That's amazing to hear. Eric, hello. Good morning. Free the people, busy day at work. Trying to wrap up, so maybe just waiting for now. I mean, listening. Have a good day at work. Hello, Tricky Vicky. Hello, Fashionable. Hello, Boomer. Good to see you. Hello, Lindsay. I feel like we haven't seen you in the chat for a minute. Hello, Joe. Eric, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Sonata, Toki, Stella, Violet. Hello, hello. All right, I hope I did. Tia, hey. Lori, I don't know if you're here. Hello, Night Owl. Good to see you. All right, I think if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Just say hi right now, and then I'll say hi to you back. Let me go to Twitter. We have a lot of clips. I may or may not be spicy. I don't know. Let me tell you though, this morning while you guys were waiting for me, I took a nice shower. I did laundry. I smell like coconut and strawberries right now, to be honest, and vanilla. I had the best shower of my life, let me tell you. I don't know. It was very nice. There's nobody here right now. So I had a concert. Yes, I did. I have this song by Phoenix TX stuck in my head. I think it's called the Rooster song. If you guys have ever heard the song, you know what song I'm talking about. Don't ask me why it's stuck in my head. It's just there. My job has been really getting in the way of things lately. Well, rude that they expect you to work. I mean, the nerve, the audacity. Hey, Tammy and Tarek Elaine. Hello, good morning and afternoon, everybody. Good morning and afternoon. Okay, so I can't remember where we left off on Twitter yesterday. I think it was around the CD part. It still makes me very sad that I burned a CD for the last time, and I had no idea that it would be for the last time. But you know what was really cool? When I had to clean out the closet, when they had to redo it, by the way, it's done and it looks really, really cute. I'm very happy about it. Anyways, I found an old book. For one thing, I found baseball cards and I found like an old book of all my CDs, all of them. And that was so cool to look back and like I listened to a lot of Blink 182. It was like all Blink 182 and Less Than Jake and Dashboard Confessional. I know there was a Nirvana in there. I know there was. Anyways, I don't know that anybody cares about this. So here's Foodie Beauty singular window. Again, I'm not coming for how anybody else lives. I'm only talking about Foodie Beauty, okay? Foodie, who was flexing that she lived by the seaside and had seaside views, and they drove a fancy new car, and now she has a singular window. I feel so bad for that cat. I really do. Debbie said, I'm shocked that she showed herself almost vomiting as she exited the toilet area. Now she's not thinking that's a flex, does she? Can you imagine her poor mother in Canada watching that? I feel bad for her mom. I do. I think her mom's heart must break every single day. Um, if the bathroom is disgusting, I'm not sure why they don't do something about it. I know Foodie said that it smells gross from the people who lived there before her, but wouldn't you at some point, like, you know, you're going to have to use that restroom too? Why wouldn't you just clean it? Why? But I did find out from Lisa Manning's Twitter today that you can't put bleach down a squatting hole because it'll poison all the water. I don't, there has to be something, okay? There has to be something that you could do so you don't smell everybody's urine from the past 20 years. There has to be something. I'm obsessed with this show, and if you aren't watching The Valley, you need to. And you need to just binge watch it all like within a week so we can talk about it, okay? I need to have a channel in my Discord where I could talk to somebody about the Valley. I don't feel like anybody's watching it, and it really makes me sad. It's better than any reality TV show out there right now. I stumbled over my words because it's probably not true. There's probably better, but in my little opinion, the Valley is the best show out there. Okay. Anyways, Foodie had a cigarette in her mouth. She's smoking again, eating like crazy. I guess we need to think of a backup plan soon because I don't know. I still think we'll be fine. Even if she goes to the big buffet in the sky sometime soon, we'll be fine. Twitter is so fucking entertainment. There'll be clips for like the next 10 years. But anyway, she's smoking and dying. I don't ever want to hear her say a word about FFG smoking again. Like, for one thing, I don't know that FFG is chain smoking around her animals. That's just what Foodie Beauty wants us to believe. But I do know Foodie is smoking around her cat in a very, very small room with a window that doesn't even open. Would you be proud of yourself eating like a big thing of noodles like this? I mean, okay, it depends on the noodles. It depends on the noodles. But I know not a sodium bomb pack. That's like basically what I call them. It's just one big sodium bomb. I don't think I would be proud of that. There's some noodles. What is it called? Pho? Those are pretty cool. Or is it pho? Pho or pho? Something like that, okay? That's pretty spiffy. You could get your noodles all done up with all these extra things in it. That's something to be proud of. The 99-cent one, I don't know that I would be flexing over. It's giving, I don't know, desperate, greedy, doesn't want to take time to make anything else. This is the fastest thing. It could be done in minutes. What is going on with that eye? Would you be more concerned about eating noodles or your foot that's dying or the eye that's trying to leave your head? I feel like the rest of us would be concerned about the things going on, but not Foodie. What's with Thomas the Tank? Oh, wait, I saw him off to the side. Let me see. I just enjoy Michael Furberger's account so much. I mean, I would love to live in his brain for like an hour. It seems like a good time in there. Anyways, that's what's going on with it. There's Foodie. Why does she look like the Monopoly man? Doesn't she? Huh. All right, let's keep going. I know I have weird things to show you. I just don't know when they're coming up. Okay. Enigma said, "Did she sleep on the couch? Because where's the bedroom? It looks like a place that is an open floor plan with just a kitchen nook on the right. So does she stay there alone and Salah at the other place? I don't think he sleeps there. I think her walls are very thin and she's quiet because she has neighbors now that won't appreciate her being loud. And if she pisses them off, who's going to feed her, right? I don't think he sleeps there at all. He was bragging about having his own home in her chat. I mean, does this count as owning your own home? I think it's an apartment, isn't it?
Hi, Abby. Why do you rub
It is. It's giving drunk, stone, desperate student. Yes.
your tooth on Mom? Hey, you gonna bite Mom? You wanna bite Mom?
Yes.
Hold on, guys.
Oh boy.
My feet are like a square, like hobbit feet.
I get so embarrassed if I haven't gotten a pedicure for a while. Then when I go back to get one, like I'm so self-conscious. Like everybody's staring at my feet and they're all talking about how Breezy should never go a month without getting a pedicure again, right? The way I could not come on the internet with my foot looking all swollen and dead and fungus footed.
Thanks, Nicole. That's nice. She won't. Hey, Abby.
It's giving rug den of the 17th. Oh my gosh, that foot looks like shit. Geez, her leg and foot always the same thickness. I thought it was an elephant's foot. I think an elephant's foot is smaller, to be honest with you. I think so. Okay. I am in my Kid Rock era. Not that I was ever out of it, but I feel like, you go for a while without listening to somebody, and then you listen to them again, and then you forget how good they are. I don't know. It's one of those moments. This song is just so good. It really is. Okay, let's keep going. Lori said, Foodie is live, but the stream barely connects. Yeah, she was having a hard time at the beginning. Did I get a clip? Yes, I did. Someone came in and told her that she had been doxxed. So I actually didn't want to post like a whole 2 minutes because it happened in the beginning. But then she left her chat for a second, so I don't know if she was checking the farms to see if she was in fact doxxed.
I want to go to bed. As you can see, I'm like,
Let me see.
okay. So, just wanted to say hello for a bit because probably won't be a long night. Hi, everyone. Because we're very tired and I want to go to bed. As you can see, I'm like half asleep. Wait, no, sugar, how are you? I'll turn off my expensive, loud, powerful vacuum.
Split her up. Sorry.
Vacuums can be very
Oh
expensive.
crap.
Hey, Nicole, Michaela. Oh, living the good life. See you later.
So she blocked them right away, but it said Kiwi's doxed her.
Buttercup. I've seen this today about the attacks. What attacks? So got your love. Okay. Dolly's, hello. Mimi, Larry.
And then what's weird, you guys? I got the weirdest email today, but it was in my spam. But then it was one of those things where I got curious, so then I checked, and it was like locations where Foodie Beauty was. Like it says, if you search this on Google Maps.
Is it okay? Hot and hungry. I'm not hot. Actually, I had a really good dinner. I'm just tired. Bunny, thank you. It is almost 11 p.m. Tanji, hello.
Bethany said, I'm going through the band obsession with spirit box.
Hello, meowsers.
Yeah.
Kate, what's up, girl? Charlotte, Nikki, Rudo, Anna. Oh, well, that's too bad.
Okay, her notifications were also going off like nonstop. I'm going to skip to the part. So she gets notified that she's been doxxed in the beginning, and then she does something. Okay, hold on.
Hold on one sec.
So I don't know if that was her checking the farms, but she knows how to work the farms. Like, props to her. I went there once and it was so confusing I never went back, to be honest. I never did. And then the email I got, I didn't check Foodie's location because I don't know. I just don't care. She's not going to be there very long, you know? I don't know what else to say. Her neighbors fed her again. Here's another clip from her live. She was live for a whole hour. And basically, the whole time her chat was complaining about her connection. Hello? But I don't know
Because
if
I
it's
had to
for
leave
me.
for a minute to fix the YouTube stitch, so that's why. What's new, guys? This lighting is not the best, I know.
You might want to turn your volume down because her notifications are going to go off repeatedly and it's going to be really annoying.
You ordered chilies?
I'm going to turn it down too.
Yes. Mahaba. Hello, Superboy. Maxine. Love the lip color. It's just a lip gloss. But thank you, Maddie.
Are you like me? And I have my phone on Do Not Disturb 24/7. Like, I have certain settings where, like, my daughter can always call through. Um, my daughter, my boyfriend, my sister, and my mom. But other than that, like, it's always on Do Not Disturb. I don't know. I'll have a million tabs open, but I don't like getting a bunch of notifications. It stresses me out, so I just prefer not to be notified.
Okay, Nicole, no problem. I had cheese today. Oh yeah, so our neighbors made us
More food.
they brought us some food. They made do you know bulgur? It's like, hey, dog paws. It was like kind of like
Hey TJ, Vicky said yes, I do the same. My ADHD can't handle it. No, I get so stressed out. And then what I do too, like even if I see I have a bunch of texts I have to reply to, I avoid them for like 5 days straight just because the thought of replying to everybody stresses me out. I'm very weird. I know this.
a fried rice, but like Arab style, I guess, with bulgur, which is very nutritious. Good, Delulu. Yep, I like it. I like being with my family and around nice people and not like, stalkers. Hikate, foodie.
You like being around people that feed you? Were you not fed enough in Kuwait? I don't know. She sounds like that one person who's always taking, 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 and never giving back. Like, isn't she supposed to give things in return or do things in return? Tree said she paid, or she says she moves. goes out, meets people. Why doesn't she film this for content instead of her doing nothing and being boring as hell on her couch? Because she's not really doing all of that. She says she's been so busy lately, busy, 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 busy. But she's been busy eating, and that's about it. That's about it. I said Foodie is still claiming to eat less. She is tired. Julia is hot. Um, yeah, Julia was on the floor, and like it was just sad. I don't know. The whole thing was just sad. She's obviously hot. Maybe Foodie should think about shaving Julia since they have no AC and like two fans. I'm gonna speed this clip up because Foodie at normal speed just is not it for me.
Appreciate that. I had burger and chicken and chickpeas for dinner. Is the heat making you grouchy? Actually, it's mostly just being tired. I'm just tired. That makes me. Oh, I took one of my brain pills because I can feel myself starting to feel a bit irritable. That's what happens, like in any country. There's pumps that increase the water pressure. Oh, really, Italian? I am gonna film Stinky Person. It's just that right now we're just kind of like busy adjusting to life. It's like really tiring. So, but inshallah, we will do some touristy things tomorrow. No?
I never understood that busy adjusting to life, but obviously she's not adjusting to her life. So what are you actually busy doing?
I use bleach, but I don't think it's good to make a surface too sterilized. Yeah, I love using bleach. I bleach the whole normal, like the Western bath. I don't know what to call it, just the bathroom, I guess. Because there's two here, but we don't use the one, so we don't use TP, so I'm not sure about flushing it, but I'm sure if you filled enough water in the tank, you probably could.
So her connection sucks. I don't think it's my laptop rebelling for once.
Oh, really, Mimi? That's sad. Juice. Look at her. Juice. We do here.
That's so sad to me.
Shaving cream? Really? Things will work out for you too. You guys are strong people. I admire that. Thank you, Teardrop. You look like a rock star streaming till 9 a.m. The daily life activities would be nice to see. I know. A lot of them are just really kind of private K too, but I'll try to do what I can. Like once I get into a more of a routine.
I don't know. People telling her she looks like a rock star staying up till 9 a.m. streaming. I'm like, she seems like a crackhead to me.
Like whipped cream. Georgia girl? Does Julia like Syria? As far as I know. Cools off at night, you should go for a walk. We were gonna go for a walk to the park, but we're just so tired.
The whole thing is just, oh, we were going to do this. I'm so tired. I was going to do this. I'm just so tired. More gunshots in her daylight stream yesterday. Imagine the smell of the hole in the ground. No, thank you. I will pass this morning.
They aren't fast.
I imagined that smell yesterday, and I just didn't feel right for the remainder of the day. Let me tell you.
Whenever you first initially start taking them, it takes like a few weeks to get into your system. But if you've had them in for years and you miss a few days and you take it, yeah, it might take a couple days, but not that long. Baking soda, yeah, and white vinegar, the volcano effect, isn't it? Favorite Syrian dessert? I don't know the names of them. I only remember the names from Kuwait, but Mahalabia was so good. Hey, Tracy. Just a lot of errands.
Was it that hike she took that made her foot the way it was in that pic? Okay, but, well, I mean, it could have been, but Foodie was saying it's when she sits down too long that her foot swells like that. I don't know. Nothing she says is ever the truth. We're just kind of left to figure it out for ourselves. I couldn't listen to her complain anymore. I'm sorry. They've been so busy, so busy, so tired, so busy. Okay, there you go. I said it's so gross to me that they haven't cleaned the bathroom. This is a short clip, but it's necessary for you guys to hear, okay?
Yeah, right. If they continued to sponsor. I did a couple videos for them on like a couple of electronics. When you gagged in the bathroom of the smell. Yeah, but it wasn't from us. We never even used that one. That's the traditional bathroom. The Western one is the one we use, which is, I didn't show you guys it, but yeah, there's,
So you're smelling whatever business the people did in there before. Okay, I know this is really gross to even think about, but let's say I moved into a place and the restroom stunk really, really bad from the people who previously lived there. I would put on a mask and gloves and some sort of hazmat suit, and I would just take on the task. Why? Because I don't want to smell it. And the fact of somebody else's poop just sitting around in there, it makes me actually nauseous to think about that. Would you not just brave it and clean it up or pay somebody a lot of money to do it for you? I mean,
I don't know what it was, but there was something. And actually, the smell is not really that. It's not really that strong today, so I don't know why.
because you're used to it at this point. You've been breathing it in for a week straight, barely going out. You're just used to the smell.
What it was, but I'm gonna try to fix it. Anyways,
Nothing, there's nothing to clean with in Syria. I would find a way. I am not shuffling around on somebody else's pee. Like, you know, people missing that squatty potty thing. You know it. There's no fucking way. No, no, I don't care. I would brave it. I would find a way. Okay, they don't have vinegar out there? Nothing? I just said poor Julia for this clip. I don't know that I wanted to press us. She was just sitting in between the couches on the floor, not really having a good time. Foodie was annoying her. I hate this woman for getting animals that she can't take care of. That is my daily reminder to you. I have nothing kind to say about Foodie Beauty. I hope her toe hurts. I hope all her toes hurt. There we go. Okay. I feel bad for Julia though. I truly do. Like, she had AC, a seaside view. I mean, now she's laying between two pissed on couches. Now, despite, he said, isn't it funny that all the time Foodie was in Kuwait, she'd say, I haven't eaten anything all day. Yet now she's talking about how life is much better in Syria because she was eating round the clock in Kuwait. She even claimed to be smaller in Kuwait than in Canada. This actually pisses me off the more I think about it. I hate when people gaslight me. I think it's from being with one too many narcissists. I hate it. And I knew we were being fucking gaslit. I knew it. Oh, I'm losing weight. I'm the smallest I've ever been. Meanwhile, like, she went from 4 stomachs to 8. Like, losing weight where? The dump you took earlier does not count. Like, I don't know what to say other than I don't appreciate it. And the more I think about it, I'm getting mad. When we were called haters and we were shaming the way she was eating, when we're like, dude, she's binging 5 days a week now. Hello, hello, there's no way she's losing weight. Anyways, we were called all sorts of things, especially by Yo Mama. Yo Mama, if you're listening right now, fuck you. I watched a woman in tears today talk about how she was feeling confident about herself and you were shaming her body. You suck up to Foodie's fupa every single chance you get. You would be in her fupa if she was in the same state as you. And you have the nerve to call a skinny woman fat? That woman isn't nearly the size of Foodie Beauty. Shame on you. Shame on you, Yo Mama. You're disgusting. By the way, if you're listening and you're that person that he body shamed, just know he also killed a cat. His mom or his wife made him get off the internet because she works all day and then comes home to take care of 2 kids while Yo Mama calls into lol cow everything. So there's that. His wife made him leave the internet. He also called Mike a pedophile. Anyways, let's keep going. B squared said every single place I visited has not been as bad as I thought it would be. Like, Chantal 7725. What a sad way to live. Well, every place that I thought it was going to be horrible. I mean, it wasn't as horrible. Foodie, this is the worst place I've ever seen you live. This is the worst shape I've ever seen you be in. This is the dumbest decision you've ever made. Like, it's really bad, and you have to stop trying to be, oh, I'm going to look at the positive side. I'm one of those people too. I love to find the silver lining in things, right? Like, I truly do. But there's some situations where you just need to know that you fucked up and you need to sit in that for a moment. Okay? You have fucked up royally. You're no longer doing better than anybody. Not even my backyard lizards. Okay? They live a better life than you at this point. PI, oh, we have a recap from PI. So Salah sleeping, the bathroom stinking, and Foodie skinny, allegedly. So buckle up, users, because Queen Farrell went live again, but only after making her loyal subjects wait a solid 8 to 10 minutes while she played peekaboo with her camera and mic, like it was an amateur hour on Twitch. It's giving celebrity lateness with none of the relevance. She finally appears, flopped on the couch, glammed up in full-blown filter drag, giving us that classic melty balloon face with eyelash decals aesthetic. And the mood? Oh, she's pissed right out the gate. She says she's tired and won't be on long at 11 p.m., mind you. Like we should all be grateful she even exists. She then launches into a humble brag about how her amazing neighbors cooked dinner and dessert for her and Salah. Don't worry, she assures us. She shared. We gave them some fruit and nuts. Fruit and nuts, she says, as if that offsets the fact that, she clutched those candy bars like Smeagol with the one ring. Oh my god, is that the diaper thing? Foodie share food? Girl, please, her version of sharing is Salah handing someone a date pit and calling it hospitality. Then comes the apartment aroma saga. Apparently, the bathroom smells like Satan's armpit. For some reason, that just hit extra funny this morning. Okay, so the bathroom smells like Satan's armpit, and instead of, ventilating or investigating the plumbing, her solution is to become a one woman EPA violation and mix all the cleaning products she owns. A bold move for someone who thinks Febreze is a disinfectant. Of course, Salah is asleep in the other room because he's had a mysteriously exhausting day of doing absolutely nothing and everything. Do you know that while he's telling everybody that he owns a business in Kuwait, I found out I don't think as a Syrian he can own a business in Kuwait. He'd be a partner at best, and even that I don't think he is. Anyways, because he's had another mysteriously exhausting day of doing absolutely nothing and everything, somehow all at once. She claims she did some cleaning, but plot twist, she did the bare minimum because they're not staying in the apartment anyway. Okay, squatters' rights arc incoming? Her eyes are so watery during the stream you'd think she's allergic to the truth. She claims she's fine, but looks like she just woke up in a food coma with shawarma in her dreams. She's suddenly health conscious again, talking about how she's naturally eating and getting more exercise now that she's in Syria. Sis, it's been a week. The only thing you've exercised is your delusion. And in tonight's Hypocrisy Olympics, she whips out the moral compass and lectures everyone on being Islamophobic and culturally ignorant. 2 days after she casually dropped that Chinese people eat cats and dogs. Ma'am, sit down, ideally on an ice pack, because your foot, still swollen. Just one, two, but don't worry, she says, it's just from laying down. Meanwhile, that foot's screaming uncontrolled diabetes and potential DVT. And she's just like, everyone's overreacting. Sure, Jan. She wraps it all up with her usual, I'm so busy, but everything is private shtick. Translation: I did nothing, I filmed nothing, and you'll get more live stream couch rot and like it. She promises content tomorrow, which, as we all know in Chantal land, is a myth, like her healthy pancreas or Salah's real estate career. Same lies, different couch. Hey, cutie gamer cat. Hey, Benny, someone in Farrah's chat said she's like a giant iPad kid. Yes, that is accurate. PI, thank you for the recap. I love them. You're hilarious. All right, let's keep going, you guys. Girl Scout said Julia telling Foodie Beauty to absolutely fuck off. Towley said Funkle feet exposed, and Julia appeared offended by those monsters. I mean, as she should be. Would you want a fungus foot next to you?
Loose. Loose. She's gonna bite. Ow.
Oh no. She hates you. She hates you.
Mom.
Hold on, I'm gonna replay
Loose. Loose. She's gonna bite. Ow. He bit me.
That toe looks like it has 100 skin-colored bandages on it. Every time I see it, it's bigger. Do you think it'll just explode one day? Like, what'll happen with it? Teardrop is going crazy again. Fondue said another live of laying around like a worthless pig, making excuses for doing nothing, aggressively attacking viewers due to her misery, like an abuser, and Tracy and Teardrop taking turns sucking Cutie's ass and blocking her few viewers left. Tracy says, Stinky, you need to calm down and stop being rude. Chantal, our neighbor, this is from Teardrop. Chantal, our neighbor brought her leftovers to my husband. She even knows he's a pig. I feel so bad for her husband. I picture Teardrop like locking him away in a closet and only letting him out to eat the corn dog off the floor. Like, why does she hate him so much? Tracy says, Thank you, Chantal. That block was coming. Teardrop says, Good to see you. I think so. Teardrop said, Doctors suck nowadays. Sorry, but true. Teardrop says, Stinky can go stink up someone else's chat. These women are insane. Stinky's been annoying me for a while. Teardrop, are you drunk already? And why do you hate your husband? What did he do to you? Seriously? I have never seen somebody talk so badly about their partner online. Like, you hate that man. Enigma said, I wonder what Julia is eating or even using the bathroom in. She hasn't even shown cat food or toys for her to stimulate her mind. Didn't she say she doesn't even have a cat litter? She said that they don't have it there, even though yesterday we showed that they have it all around her.
Oh. Hi, baby. Why do you rub your tooth on Mom? Hey, you gonna bite Mom? You wanna bite Mom?
They're using a cardboard box with sand, apparently.
Holidays.
How much of your foot do I have to see today?
Hey, baby.
Please bite her.
I'm Stinky.
This is so sad. Genevieve Teardrop and her boo seem to have a humiliation kink. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. Thank you for the super chat, Jen.
Juice.
Yikes. I don't know. Her situation is rough. And to think that he didn't even want her there. She was just worried that he was going to cheat, so she waddled her way into the war zone. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to talk about this. Um, let's just talk about it all. Let's just talk about it all. I saw that Hurl is now trying to out DMs to make things seem a certain way, but what I will say is for over a year now, I would say, Hurl was trying to get me to take Blondie's wrench because she was in HRH's chat. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck who goes into HRH's chat. I don't care who goes where. I don't like being told where I get to go, so I'm not going to tell anyone else where to go. But for the longest time, Hurl was like, she was here. You should take her wrench. You should do this. You should take her wrench. Take her wrench. Take her wrench. Take her wrench. And I would always say, until I see her saying fuck Breezy or talking badly about me, I'm not taking her wrench. So since we're going to put out receipts, I thought I would show you the other side of them. July 18th, 2024, Blondie smack dab in HRH's stream. Blondie. And then she's like, I just have a bad feeling with her, but I'll wait and have other people see if she's being shady. I'm so over all the backstabbing. Maybe that's why I'm being super vigilant now when things pop up. It's funny you say this because you backstabbed me. All because I didn't want Satan using my chat and Discord as his personal Tinder. I gave him plenty opportunities to stop. People told him multiple times, I'm never leaving my husband. Please don't flirt with me. Stop it right here. We could be friends, but if you can't respect it, like, please don't DM me. He never stopped. There's people that flirted with him that shouldn't have, but either way, like, he is the fucking problem. And Hurl, since you're listening, hi. Nobody called Satan a predator but you. You're the only one who keeps repeating the words Satan and predator together. I don't think Satan's a predator. Kimberlina said she doesn't think Satan's a predator. Nobody thinks he's a predator. I think he was somebody trying to use Girl World as, like, basically their dating app. And that's all fine and dandy, but just don't do it in my chat. Like, you know, I don't know. See if there's a singles chat on YouTube where everybody can flock to. Anyways, it's just wild because, like, I didn't do fucking anything to these people. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I wasn't even flirting with Satan. And for some reason, I keep having to stand up for myself, and I did nothing fucking wrong. I feel like I was one of 5 people who didn't flirt with Satan. Anyways, let's call it what it is, Hurl. When it comes to being friends with you, nobody can tell you no. Nobody can do what you don't want them to do, right? So, like, you tell me certain things, and I know if I don't follow them, there's going to be hell to pay. Blondie has never done anything to me. I've never even seen her speak badly about me. I'm never taking her wrench. And I knew because of that, you were just waiting for an opportunity to turn on me. I thought it was weird when you simped for Ryan Moody, knowing what people know about him. I thought it was weird when Isaac Guest shared my nudes and you told me that I wasn't doing enough to stand up to you, so I tell him off, block him, XYZ. And then you wind up in his voice chat, what, a week later? Weren't you telling me Bad Boy Tragic was going to come after me if I didn't stand up to Isaac Guest? Oh, no, not Bad Boy Tragic. Anyways, so I stand up to him, and then you end up in his voice chat a week later. So that's twice now. Ryan Moody, Isaac Guest, and now Satan blows up his spot, and we decide it's probably not a good idea for him to hang out with us anymore. And now you're simping for him. You're one of those women who will always make the woman the problem, and the guy is an innocent angel, right? The women are all crazy. It's the women's fault. Why were people flirting with Satan? Why were people, he was doing what boys do. Fine. But don't do it in my chat. Don't do it in my Discord. Seriously, there's Tinder. Plenty of fish. There's all types of places he can go to. Girl World is not necessary. Anyways, I know you want to keep going back and forth, but truly, once people screw me over so badly, like, they're dead to me. Pearl, like, you're never going to get to me. You're just never going to get to me. I don't know how else to break it to you, but you're going to get bored fast. You and Satan, since you guys have been gone and stirring up trouble doing what you do, I have slept better. My skin is clearer. I'm drinking more water. It's amazing. So you're never going to make me regret my decision. Not sure why you have a hard on for Kim because she wouldn't talk about Pause Kuwait. Nobody wanted to talk about Pause Kuwait. Nobody did. The only reason I talked about Pause Kuwait is so I could sleep better at night. But you were going so hard for just me to talk about it, and you did it during a time where Foodie, like, things were going really good on my channel. We were having fun over here, and all of a sudden it was, you talk about Pause Kuwait, or you don't really love animals. The situation is far bigger than anybody in Girl World. There is nothing anybody can do. I did my part of spreading the word, but what did you expect Kimberlina to do? Go there and fight Rolla? What did you think she was going to do? So I'm sorry that two of your friends disappointed you, but maybe you need to look at your expectations. Why do you have, if you're going to be my friend, you have to do X, Y, Z, and you always have to listen to what I say. And if you don't listen to me, then I'm going to go scorched earth. That's not a good way to make friends, keep friends, or anything. Have a good day. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not upset. My feelings about you, Hurl, changed the second you went into Isaac Guest's voice chat after he shared my news. My respect for you was gone. Before, I would have done anything you told me to cover because I respected you as a person. But in that moment, I looked at you differently, right? So I'm glad we're not friends anymore, but I think you need a hobby. I think you need a hobby. You hate Girl World so much. You hate everybody in Girl World, but you're like this herpy that we can't get rid of. If you hate it here so much, leave. Anyways, can we talk about some good music? Somebody left a comment in my chat. No, under a live stream yesterday saying, I see a bad mood rising, and the song has been stuck in my head ever since. I highly suggest you guys play this song by CCR. This is funny. Freddy's Nightmare. You're gonna finish that. Is this bitch serious? Oh my god, I'm so far behind in the chat. Oh my god. Heather, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. I'm so sorry I missed it. Hello, hello. The saddest part is that pic with the cigarette is that the cigarette is the whitest thing in her mouth compared to her candy corn teeth. I am so far behind. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch up. I thanked you for the super chat. Okay, I hope Julia doesn't get stung by a scorpion. I hope not either. Pearl, you need to sit down and shut the fuck up on this one. It's just all of this is unnecessary. Like, it's just so unnecessary. Didn't do anything to Satan to get to deserve all the shit he's done. I shared a picture of him. He's sharing personal things about other people and sending pizzas to people's houses. But we draw the line of sharing a picture of him? Like the people who dox constantly, Hurl and Satan, are going to be like, Breezy doxed? He's tried to get with 90% of the community. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what he looks like, anyways. I'm just saying. Anyway, somebody sent me a screenshot today. Satan has a sock account called Be Your Pest or Be Our Pest. And he's pretending to be Isaac Guest hitting on people, which is wild to me. He made that sock account when Isaac shared my news to troll him, and he told me he made the sock account. But he actually uses it to hit on people. Like he was driving into somebody's DMs going, "Hey, baby, what are you doing?" Da-da-da-da-da. Like, tell me again. Tell me again. Why I would want this guy around. It's just, I don't know. The whole situation is just so fucking stupid. I will say this. I'm a bit irritated. I didn't even flirt with this fucking guy, and yet I'm fighting this whole thing by myself. I'm not saying that, like, I want anybody to back me up. I will just say it's a bit slightly annoying. It is. It is. Debbie's World said, I shake my head and just think, how could someone look like her and have so much arrogance and attitude? What disease is that? What mental illness is that where you think you're hot crap and you think you're a badass when you're really a giant zero? You know what it is? It's bad parenting. And I say this because you know Foodie Beauty's mother, grandma, stepdad were, oh, the kids are just so mean to you, cutie, because you're prettier than all of them. Everybody is just so jealous of you, cutie. Here, have another brownie. You know that's how she was parented. You know it. I somehow got 2 feet guys in a row. What? Never understood feet being attractive, but not kink shaming. DM sent. Is Joe sending you pictures of his feet? Can I just tell you how that sounds, Joe? Never understood feet being attractive, but not kink shaming. Yeah, I'm not a foot person, but it's because I dated somebody with a foot fetish and I have the most ticklish feet. And it's not a good time. It's not a good match. If you have extremely ticklish feet, And there's people that like to suck feet. They just don't go hand in hand, okay? They just don't. Anyways, does this not look like a skinnier Foodie Beauty if you like squint your eyes or you're 3 beers in? Hopefully you're not 3 beers in by 11 a.m. If you are, uh, I don't know what to tell you. But doesn't that look like Foodie? A little bit? Kind of? It's what she could look like if she would stop eating. I like that skirt though. Don't ask me why. I do. Oh geez, what is this? July 8 confirmed deaths in Syria. But Foodie says there's no death happening. Oh my gosh. A young man was unalived after being shot during a fight with a group of people due to a dispute between them in the city of something. A gunman was unalived when a general security patrol clashed today with two gunmen traveling in a black, I can't see, is it Luskin? I don't know what that said. Tucson, on the road to Benish City? I don't know. A member of the National Army was killed when a landmine exploded as he was disarming mines or dismantling mines on the road. This is horrible. A body of a man with Foodie. Do you realize it's a matter of time until we see like a super morbidly obese woman was found? That doesn't scare you at all? Noodle arms can't protect you. Nat B said, I'm sorry, but if Foodie Beauty thinks living in Syria is better than Kuwait, she's crazy. Kuwait is much more modernized and safe. Also, she was living along a nice beach that her fat ass could have utilized to get walks in. Yet she claims the rundown apartment in war-torn Syria is better. If you lived on the beach or that close to it, would you not go walking on it every day? I feel like I would. That would never get old either. It would never get old, but Foodie stayed inside most of her seaside living. What is this? Romepick said this is how Lana Del Rey should be listened to. I miss this era. Sometimes I tweet things and I forget about them. So it's a surprise to both of us when we get to it. Oh my god, are your ears okay? I can't figure out why my shit is so loud lately. Ah!
Your boyfriend, Tweety, wants to have sex with you for free. Actually, your husband wants to pay me, honey. And I have more wine downstairs. You think you look sexy, but you look psycho.
Not again. Yeah, she used to, if you're new to Foodie Beauty, she used to sit around like this all the time, jiggling and wiggling, letting things fall out. We were flashed constantly. This is what we could have had in Canada. This is what we could have had. Now, despite she said Foodie Beauty claims the neighbors brought them dinner. Hold on, I gotta look at these replies. Oh, there's no comments. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. Okay, so Foodie Beauty claims the neighbors brought them dinner, and in turn, she washed their dish and returned it filled with fruits and sweets. But she didn't post a pic, so she'll show nasty shitholes in the ground, but not the neighbor's kind gesture. Wow, because it didn't happen. Foodie isn't the type to selflessly give. Like, she might need that fruit later. She might need that candy later, especially at 2 a.m. Like, she's not going to give anything away. That never happened. And if she washed their dish, I hope they're not sick today. Michael Furberger said, should I upload a video of Crazy Frog on a 10-hour loop with just a picture of Salah at his keyboard and call it 10 hours of torture? Yes. I think you should do that. I think you should. This is Julia again in the very sad window. Red Zesty said, poor Julia is fighting for her life, trying to get fresh air between Foodie Beauty dropping her C. diff riddled turds off at an empty pool to both of them chain smoking so much the walls are turning yellow. Yikes. Every time I try to imagine the smell in there, I get so nauseous. Enigma said she has sympathy for those who are struggling in Syria, but can't find the right words to convey her feelings. Maybe because they're not real?
Uh, yeah, I know people are genuinely struggling here, and I definitely, people think, okay, people are struggling, but like, um, how do I want to say this? Of course, I have empathy for that, like, I don't know. I don't really know like what to say about that. Like, I know, like, I wanted to say basically, like, I'm so tired. I'm just like so tired. There's people struggling, and we feel for them, obviously. Um, hold on. Syria.
She's You're such a bitch, Foodie Beauty. You really are. I feel like she's like, I obviously have sympathy, but she probably is thinking, well, I don't really know what I can do. I don't know when my neighbors were struggling, when everybody's city basically burned down. You want to know what we did? We found out what people needed, and we went and made grab bags with like socks and toothbrushes, um, shower caps, little shampoos, conditioners, what else? Deodorant. You find out what people need. Your neighbors sound like they give a lot to you. Find out if they need something, if they need help with something. I can't stand her. I really can't. Rosie's in the hospital. Do you guys know who this is? Aren't you exhausted? Said Rosie's in the hospital for a possible infection that she initially thought was a heart attack symptom. The state of her looks a little too eerily like Life by Jen. This is another one I feel gaslit by, so I have nothing nice to say. Like, I feel like she would come online and tell us how different she was. She was so much different than Foodie Beauty and Amberlyn Reed. But every time I've seen her, she's just been eating and making excuses. And while I feel bad she's having a hard time, I wonder if this is going to be one of those times that it'll wake her up.
Hi guys. So clearly I'm in the hospital. Because I feel awful. I just tried to record a clip and it didn't have any sound for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but I really, really, really don't feel good, which is clearly why I'm here. And I'm not gonna get too into the specifics, but I just wanted to reach out and maybe ask for some good vibes, prayers, whatever. Um, because I'm dealing with a lot of really scary symptoms out of left field, and yeah, I just wanted to.
I will pray that you find the will and the want to change. Like, I pray that you reach deep down and find some self love for yourself. That's what I pray for. I do hope you feel better. I do.
Say hi, and I wasn't even sure if I should post or not, but here I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit of an update because I've finally gotten a hold of my mom. I'm being admitted. I came into the hospital because I was having multiple classic signs of a heart attack in a woman. But it doesn't look like, thank God, that that's what's going on. They are admitting me to do more testing tomorrow.
This is your future, Foodie.
And to look into some more things. I'm not going to get too into it until I know more. But I'm about to finally eat something because it's 10:22 at night. And
Oh, God. I can't watch the rest of this clip. She's going to talk about food, okay? She says that all she's had to eat today was two gummies that she's happened to put into her mouth. I understand people get hungry, but it's like, how do you just think you are having a heart attack and then immediately go, oh, thank God I get to eat? It's just, I don't know. Gives me a bad taste in my mouth. You know what? Life is so beautiful, and I pray that everybody just searches deep down and finds the will to actually live. Like when I was so preoccupied with all my addictions, the coke, the alcohol, the whatever else, like I wasn't truly living, right? I forgot that birds were flying in the sky. I forgot that the sun was shining. I forgot to look up, to be honest. I was always looking down, always looking down. But once I got all that shit out of my system, I feel like I finally got to be present in life. And it's amazing. It's so fucking amazing. I never thought I would be one to fall in love with myself either. I hated myself for a really long time. I hated how I looked. I hated how I talked. I hated how tall I was for a while. What else? I don't know. There was so many things that I didn't like about myself. And then one day I started telling myself I loved myself in the mirror every day. And someday, I don't know if it was day 7, but somewhere in between doing that, I actually started falling in love with myself. Not in a conceited way. I'm like, I like my stretch marks. I carried a child. I like how tall I am because I can help my mom and my sister because they're very short. I like my nose. It gives me character. You know what I mean? Anyways, I feel like you also start living a better life once you do fall in love with yourself and you start to love things about yourself. And I pray that for you, Rosie. I pray for that for you. I do hope you feel better. I probably sounded like the biggest bitch in the world, but it's very hard to see somebody like sick all the time because of their choices. Like now I understand why everybody in my life was frustrated with me when I was making a bunch of bad decisions, right? It's like you're so young, you could live this beautiful life, but you're choosing to drink a case of beer a day. You know, I get it. It's frustrating. Anyways, Foodie's going bald. Saying that's rough, Ricky. They should have said something. There's too many people in this world. I'm not praying for people who abuse their body every day to survive. Yeah, there's that. I know when I was abusing my body, people prayed for me that I would just like, well, basically, I know my mom prayed that I would wake up and realize that I had a daughter who wanted me alive, right? Like my mom would pray that I would find something worth meaning in my life. I understand those kind of prayers. Like I pray for them to stop using. I pray for the chains of addiction to be broken. I pray for them to love themselves again. I understand those prayers though. Anyways, Food is bald. The glow up is real. Look at her hairline from 2018 to 2022. My God, to 2025. I'm telling you, she's got the JoJo Siwa hairline. She does, but we're supposed to believe that she has long, luxurious hair. She might have like one long, luxurious hair, like one, maybe two, but I'm not buying the rest of it, okay? Just not. I thought this was Yo Mama. I thought this was Yo Mama this morning. I saw it when I was still waking up, and I just saw this say Michael Craxton, and then I kept looking. I'm like, is that not Yo Mama? Okay, let me play this for you. It's very entertaining.
I might get that shit. As she came into the window with the sound of a crescendo, he came in her apartment with the best things on the carpet. She was under the table. You could see she wasn't able. Then she ran into the bedroom. She was sucked down. It was her doom. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? She's walking. To the side of the window. He's talking. She's in the air. He's in the airport. In the balcony. In the carpet. There was the bedroom. It was shut down. It was shut down. And are you okay? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Look at look at the pose at the end. Okay, I want to hire you for my next family pool party. Please tell me you're available. Please. That didn't look like your mama. He did, right? Anyway, shenanigans. So we all know Salah doesn't love Chantal, but Chantal doesn't love Salah either. If she did, she would have waited a month to go to Syria like he requested to make the transition easier for him. She doesn't know how to love anyone, not even her mom, who was probably worried sick. But if you can't love yourself, how the fuck are you supposed to love anybody else? She doesn't show respect to anybody else because she doesn't respect herself. She doesn't show kindness to anybody because she's not kind to herself. She abuses herself day in, day out. She can't possibly love anybody else, even Salah, because she hates herself. You couldn't pay me to be her. I know she thinks everybody is jealous of her, but her life just seems so fucking miserable, right? Like it seems so miserable. This morning, can I tell you what I did by 7:18 in the morning? I had done 2 loads of laundry. I had done two loads of laundry, rinsed down the back where the dogs go potty and like to lay out in the sun and everything, rinsed that down, loaded the dishwasher, Had that running. It's probably done by now. Made my daughter's bed, put all new clean sheets, blankets, all that stuff on it. That is what I did by 7:18. And the rest of the day, I just wait till my daughter needs me again. I work, stuff like that. But like that's the life to me, right? Like I love my little life. I love it. I love it. I get annoyed by all the dishes and laundry sometimes, but I like that people know they can count on me. If my daughter needs something, it's done and washed that second. If my daughter needs me right now, I'd end this live stream. If she needs me 2 hours from now, I will be there. At one point in my life, I was running the streets like a fucking wreck, right? Sometimes people would find me waking up, like I'd wake up on people's lawns. They would see me out there. One time I got hosed off by somebody, no joke. Um, I'd wake up in the county jail, like all kinds of stuff. So like the life I have now, like I have the view of the beautiful mountains, right? We have peacocks in my city, parrots that fly over. Like me getting to see all this and be sober for it. That is the fucking life. Not whatever that fuck foodie has going on, okay? It looks miserable. It looks like it smells. No, thank you. Bad Seed said, I don't think playing with a laser is very smart in an active combat area. She doesn't think because Law tells her that it's not an active combat area, right? He tells her there's nothing going on there. The gunshots are fireworks. She's a fucking moron, though. She'd be the one to point a laser at something flying over. She would. Can I just take this moment to let you guys know that Blink 182 is one of the best bands? I don't care what anybody says, okay? They just are. Think of how many Blink 182 songs that you know. Think a lot, right? And I think back to how almost every single album of theirs is like a chapter in my life, right? Like I can remember a song and I'm like, oh yeah, I was doing this at that time. Anyways, it's really cool. I love Blink 182. I just do. Have you guys ever heard of MXPX? Chick Magnet. That's a really good song. I love this cover by the Ataris. I think the cover is sexy, the music video is sexy, the song is sexy, but I like how they do the Boys of Summer. Please search the Ataris Boys of Summer if you want a pleasant surprise. I'm not one of those people who usually like when songs are redone. I usually hate it 9 out of 10 times, but like this version is very good, I have to say. Dave's World said, in Foodie Beauty's brain, she had to go back to Salah at some point after the Kuwait issue. How can she explain just leaving her husband over some complaints from a cat rescue place? She had to erase the past of that by starting over with him in another country and deleting stuff. I actually believe this. I do. She's always worried about what people are going to say while telling us that like she doesn't watch anything we say, yada yada yada. She's so worried about that. I think she was worried about how it looked. Foodie, you still look terrible even though you're there. You got him kicked out of Kuwait. Not that I think he's a great guy and want good things for him, but he was doing just fine there and look at his life now. Like we think you're a shitty person and you still don't take accountability. This is more of her bald ass head. Fonda said the Tammy Slayton fat hump is forming nicely, bitch. You bald. George Jefferson bald. Big bald beast bitch. Yes, all of those. Definitely George Jefferson bald. This is her saying that she's gonna make mustard gas. She goes, can you mix bleach with perfumes? I don't even know. If I look it up, but she's like, make mustard gas? Okay, can you? Sweet Sarah said bleach and perfume to clean up the stinky toilet. And then Two Tailed said, honestly, my day could be going better, but at least I'm not mustard gas beezing in Syria. Same. Same. It's a pretty damn good day, isn't it? We're not mustard gas beezing. We're not smelling anybody's urine from 10 years ago. I mean, it's a good day to be alive, my friends. And Bruce said, how much longer before Salah kicks Foodie out of Syria? So do you guys think it's any day, 1 week, or 1 month? By the way, does this time work better for you guys? If I'm going live way too fucking early, let me know. Seems like there's more people here today. That's just her farting. Danny DeVito, bald, yes, Heather, and welcome to the Breezy Bunch. She gets off, hey Kelly, she gets off on breaking the rules, calls herself a rebel. If she ever meets a true rebel, she may not fare well. Yorkshire Boomer said, very underrated band. I agree. All right, do we think any day or 1 week? Any day. Well, 1 month, okay? People have high hopes for Foodie Beauty and Salah. If she's there for a month, I think it's because she can't leave. I don't think she will willingly stay there another 30 days. Mean Kitten said driving to work this morning, listening to the weather, and they mentioned remnant moisture from Chantal, the storm. And I almost had to pull over and vomit. Yeah, I never want to hear Chantal and the word moisture or moist together ever again. By the way, she unfortunately flashed us before, and I've seen her badge. She is not moist. In fact, she is very, very, very dry. It looks very sad and depressing. It does. It kind of resembles her dead foot. I don't know if there's any other way. It just does. If you picture her foot, that's what she looks like. Oh my God, Slaw's not going near that. He is just not. I'm sorry. Maybe he was curious one day and he was like, well, if you put a bag over her head, it won't be so bad. But then he got a glimpse of it and he was like, nope, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Flashing Pontu said, holy shit, that eye size difference is just getting crazy now. One's gonna pop out. One's gonna disappear and the other one's gonna pop out on stream. And I just hope that I'm not like drinking boba tea when that happens. I really hope I'm not. Excellent boiled potatoes. What did you say? I don't know whatever ALR numbers we should use, but damn, our girls are everywhere. Oh, I saw this morning too. Okay, where was the original tweet? It was something about, okay, I don't know. People were looking at this woman and wondering how she wipes, basically. Don't ask me why I know this, but it turns out, because I looked in the comments, okay? It turns out she pays somebody to wipe. I don't really ever think that about anybody else. Like sometimes with Foodie, because we watch her so much, I'm like, there's no way she can. But like when I see other people, I'm not like, oh, I wonder if their ass crack is clean. Like I just, hopefully it is for their sake. Anyways, this was a whole topic, and I don't know why. But I saw this in the replies. One fat bitch on YouTube used to put washcloths on the corner of a sink and wipe her ass that way. And she had one of those big shelf asses. Somebody replied, I gagged so hard. May you and all your future generations in your family be cursed for the image I created reading this. Someone says, not Amberlynn and freaking Reed catching strays over here. Why I find this so amusing, but I just do. I just do. I don't know why Amberlynn puts these videos up of her dancing with that like blob thing hanging over. Anyways, Devil said, I know who ALR cracked up reading that. Greasy Sinkwater said, if you're so fat you need to resort to this, you should. Oh, I'm not reading that. Natasha said, yeah, and with her then partners inherited washcloths from their dead relative, which makes it even worse. Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. My family's group chat is blowing up, and I don't know why. And I have serious FOMO right now. Like I'm missing out on some. Okay. Oh. Somebody in my family had a banana cream pie shake from Dutch Bros. That's the topic. I don't know if I've ever had Dutch Bros. I can't remember. I can't remember, to be honest. But anyways, it sounds like their banana cream pie shake is really good. Anyways, Lord of the Fruit Fly said, life hack for Chantal, carrying binoculars when walking anywhere so that when you make your frequent stops, it looks like you are appreciating the scenery around you rather than fighting to breathe. That's actually really good advice. Well, let me try to get you guys back. My chat is gone. She filmed that sheer dress TikTok after claiming to have a huge vertical hysterectomy. I'm suspicious. I can see why you would be. Salty answered, so let me get this straight. Cutie has one window. Just one? I refuse to watch her and I'm behind. So she and Solid are basically hotboxing Julia with cigarette smoke? Yeah, I smoke, but I smoke outside even when it's 103 heat index like yesterday. I feel like most people do. If they smoke, they go outside. And then there's Foodie. For a couple months, Heather said, for a couple months, I've noticed Foodie Beauty talking to Julia and Smokey in a different tone. Then it hit me. She sounds almost exactly like Love Notes for TLC. Do they share the same mental illness demon, or is Foodie Beauty watching old TLC videos? Does anyone hear it too? What I do know, Shani does this too. Foodie Beauty and Shani, whoever they're regularly watching, they mimic their voice. It's just what it is. So I don't know if I've ever watched Love Notes for TLC, but you guys let me know if you think she's trying to be her or pretend, whatever.
Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is a belly. And that's a big belly.
There's no sound. Hello? Let's try it now. Hello?
Sweet juice. Oh my goodness. Sweet juice.
I don't know. I'm creeped out. Whoever she's pretending to be, I'm just creeped out.
I love you. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, you're so. I just got back. I know. You missed me. I know it. I know it. I know it. Oh, do you like my shoes too? Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah.
I take it that's Love Notes for TLC. Yes, I think Foodie's been watching her. I mean, in my opinion, is Love Notes from TLC still in jail? I have no idea. I didn't know she was in jail. Oh my God, it sucks to be in jail. Thank God for making better decisions. I think back to how cold and crowded and miserable, and how I really don't like peanut butter and jelly and hard boiled eggs enough to ever want to go there again. And their mystery meatloaf and whatever the fuck that bread is supposed to be that they give you in LA County. I don't know, some sort of fruit bread, but I don't believe that it's even real. It doesn't taste real. Anyways, I love you guys. If Foodie goes live, I could snipe. I'm sorry again for being late. I don't know. I forgot I set the time for 10. I did. So what we'll do is if you see her go live, look for me and I will go live too. And if I don't see you again later, I'll hang out with you again in the morning. How does that sound? I hope that's good with you guys. Heather, I want to welcome you to the Breezy Bunch. And Genevieve, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. And thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you. I know sometimes it can get boring over here, and then it seems like some sort of drama pops off for a while, and then it'll go back to normal. But just know you don't have to worry about anything with the Hurl and Satan thing. To be honest, I don't know. They were waiting for a reason to turn on people, and they found their reason. And to be honest, for some reason, they just want to go after me. So nobody needs to be worried. I think eventually they'll get bored and move on. Hopefully, Satan finds a job. Hopefully, Hurl, I don't know, finds who she is again because I'm very confused on what happened to her. But other than that, I love you guys. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you so soon. Bye, everybody.